This show is brought to you by the Threatening Bears.
TV, better than I thought it'd be. Better than confessing with your family. Better than being there. Thank you. Look at the beauty. There's too much love in the room. If that's possible, there's too much love. Welcome, everyone, to the Sideshow. This is the shooting gallery where everyone wins a prize. The Ghost Train, where you can always get a seat. The merry-go-round, where I'll be your horse. Tonight, contortionists, dancing dogs, lost children, and other fun ways to describe politicians. In Canada, an MP has lodged a bold new petition to protect an endangered species. Bigfoot. And it gets better. The guy who organised the petition sold it on the strength of this video. Oh, that's not a man in an animal costume. He walks like Homer Simpson. That's it, Bigfoot. Normally you have to watch Today Tonight to see footage of that quality. But Bigfoot's only ever been seen alone. So to stop him dying out, and this is important, it'll take more than a petition. It'll take a date. So ladies, yeah? Any ZZ Top fans in the audience? Speaking of Bigfoot, California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger is about to receive 2 petitions of his own. Free Paris Hilton and jail Paris Hilton. Although, to be fair, most of the people who signed Free Paris Hilton thought it was a mailing list for a complimentary DVD. You know, you'd think she'd be old enough to know you don't drink on an empty head. There! There's another one. Out of the park. Oh, it's cracked up the willow for 6. I love it. Coincidentally, DUI also spells the sound her head makes when you flick it. At last count, Jail Paris had 3,000 more signatures. Although, to be fair, most of those people thought it was for a mailing list for a complimentary DVD. Even Paris herself is demanding her 45-day sentence be reduced to 6 months. That's worth the price of admission, is it not? In New York, Spider-Man, the Broadway musical, is being cast as we speak. That's true. They're going to make it into a Broadway musical. Phenomenal. The show begins with small-town big dreamer Peter Parker getting bitten by the acting bug. And ends with Dr. Octopus in an 8-legged solo can-can. Along the way, Peter is infected by a radioactive spider and gets superhuman strength, night vision, and the ability to sing, sing, sing. Oh, shoot. 7:30. And guess who's doing the music? Does anyone know who's doing the music? No, not Andrew Lloyd Webber. No. Come on, it's almost more contemporary than both those people. Bono and The Edge. Yeah, they're doing the music. They're even reworking some of their old U2 hits. Sunday, Webby Sunday. With or without goo. And I still haven't found what I'm looking for. but my spider senses are tingling. Great television around at the moment too. In Gaza, a new show being made by Hamas militants is using a Mickey Mouse lookalike to spread their message of armed resistance to the kids. Can we see it? Bang, 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 bang. Islamic land, the most dangerous kingdom of them all. Now, he looks very peaceful there, but I don't know if you noticed the moment where he was going like that. Death-dealing Mickey. I thought the only Mickey Mouse operation in the Middle East was when Brendan Nelson was visiting the troops. Oh, it's too political. Oh. The mouse's name is Farfor, and he has a lot in common with Mickey. They both only have 3 fingers, but in Farfor's case, his were blown off in a botched grenade attack. And he's joined by some other great anti-Western characters like Gaddafi Duck, Elmer Fuddwa, and Bugs Bombi. Bugs Bombi. And next month they're introducing a new character, Halal Porky Pig. All right, shall we do it? Yes? Shall we get the sideshow on the road? Yes? Ladies and gentlemen, from their brand new album, Ziggurats, can you please make welcome with I Thought About You, the Beautiful Girls. Beautiful girls, I thought about you, the beautiful girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Good evening, everybody. I'm the governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm here to promote your fantastic country. Yeah, I can't do this. That's ridiculous. I mean, what about these outfits? It's crazy, you know. I mean, I look like some kind of cock here. I know it was a favor for Paul, but come on, Paul, come on. This is crazy. Get me to the chopper and get me out of this stupid shoot. Check out these pecs.
Before we go on, I've got some apologies from a few people who couldn't be here tonight. Peter Costello won't be joining us. Collective sigh of sadness. After the success of Tuesday's budget, he's being treated in hospital for smirk overload. The makers of Ribena are busy. They're fighting new accusations that those aren't even black currants in their drinks, that they are in fact crushed Smurfs. Don't kill Papa. And Paris Hilton has been held up. She's mounting her legal defence, which saves her having to pay them. But we don't care. Something even better for the people that were here and the people that could make it, because on the stand-up stage, ladies and gentlemen, is the stand-up Mr. Tommy Dean. Make him welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to what appears to be the 17th green. It's very nice to see how you shuffle around. Tiger Woods was putting on the 16th, but you've raced over here to see me drive. I'm very excited. Very nice. Right here. This is nice. I haven't seen this show. It's very carnival-y. I'm very excited. I was out the back. It's the only show I've ever been involved in where they actually have a midget force-feeding you fairy floss. Out the back. It was nice. It might have been a dwarf. I mix them up. I'm not sure which. Now that I think about it, it could have been a jockey. One of the three. I love jockeys, actually. I think one of the greatest moments in Australian sport is during the Melbourne Cup. Right? There's that beautiful moment at the beginning of the Melbourne Cup where they bring all the jockeys out and all the jockeys line up on the stage, shoulder to shoulder, all of their beautiful silks flying in the wind, and then they always ignore that one perfect moment where they should all link arms and sing, "We are the Lollipop Kids, the Lollipop Kids, the Lollipop Kids." That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Not enough movie magic in sport. That's what I think. I thought it was disappointing this week that Sri Lanka called out Adam Gilchrist for putting a squash ball in his batting glove when for years we've allowed Shervington to run with a banana in his pants. What's the difference? I'm confused. We have just went past Easter weekend, and I found it very curious in Australia that all of the Australians were complaining that petrol people were profiteering at your expense because you wanted to drive cars. They raised the price of petrol 10 cents. No, I'm not saying that's not the case. But here's my curious moment about why and when we argue about value, right? If you go to your supermarket and just want to buy a Coke, it's 50 cents in the can. If you go to a convenience store, that'll cost you $2. If you go to a pub, it'll cost you $3. At the movie theater, it'll cost you $9. Nowhere along the line does any Australian stand up and say, "You're profiteering!" Nobody. I still find it odd. I'll be standing in line at the concession stand at a movie theater, and you hear a person say, "I would like a Coke and a popcorn." And then, without blinking, the person will say, "That'll be $22. I'm sorry, I didn't say, "I'll have the steak." I just wanted the popcorn. Nobody gets upset. And why do they spank your popcorn? I've never understood that. They put the popcorn in and they spank it on the top. One of the world's most fragile snacks, and they're spanking it. The woman said, "It's to add value." And I said, "No, we had that argument. I lost." Ultimately, though, I believe it all comes down to advertising, my friends. Advertising has pervaded your society in much the way it has in America as well. Everywhere. The most curious ad space I've ever seen used recently was on the edge of steps, as you walked up the steps. In a suburban train station, I was coming out of a train station, walking up the stairs from the platform, and every step had an ad. Always the same ad, all the way up. Chicken shop, chicken shop, chicken shop, chicken shop, chicken shop. It was really quite effective. I was surprised that when I got to the top of the stairs, I was actually thinking to myself, I might go to the chicken shop. Now, as I walked away, I started wondering, I wonder how much the chicken shop pays for that sort of advertising. And then as I got away and my head sort of cleared, I thought, I bet the train station actually lets them put that ad there for free. So that when I get to the top of the stairs, I'm thinking to myself, I want some chicken. As opposed to thinking, hey, this is 2007. Where's the lift? Some guy in a wheelchair at the bottom of the stairs, bring me some chicken! Thanks a lot for hanging out. I gotta go get some more fairy floss.
Tommy Dean, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Dean. Look at that. Enjoy. And now, something dangerous, something deadly. He's the reigning Street Performance World Champion and the Edinburgh Festival Street Performer of the Year. Hold on to your organs, ladies and gentlemen, and please make welcome the Space Cowboy. How are you?
Very well. Yeah.
Looking good.
Likewise.
Thank you very much. This is wonderful. Now, how would you describe yourself? Because there's Carney, street performer, you have a number of skills.
Well, I've got 3 different shows, but many different skills. I'm an extreme performance artist.
And you hold the record in a number of places for various...
Yeah, for quite a few different things. Just a little while ago, I did the world's first underwater sword swallow, and I did it, not only that, I did it in a shark tank.
Right. That's a little bit interesting. Are you always this pierced?
Yeah, you could say that. Sometimes more than others, actually.
Really?
In some of my performances, I get hooks put through my flesh and I get lifted up into the air.
Yeah, the ladies love that, don't they? Yeah, and I like this. This is very interesting.
Yeah.
This is the body
cheers.
augmentation.
Yeah,
Just show the kids at home.
Yeah, it's an implant. I've also got these tubes in my chest to make it so that I don't get scar tissue when I do the suspensions all the time. So,
right.
I like to do extreme demonstrations to show people that anything's possible.
How did you get started in this world, this wild profession of fun and frivolity? And once again, kids, stay at school, become an accountant.
Yeah, that was my plan. Yeah, I started performing when I was 8 years old. I started training for sword swallowing when I was like 16, and started putting hoses down my throat and.
That's how you train for it, is
Yeah,
it?
and swallowing a little bit of sponge tied on the end of a string. And I'd swallow it a little bit down and meditate on each spot until I can control and focus on muscles that are usually involuntary. They don't have nerve endings, so like the rest of your body. So you've got to use meditation and focusing on them in order to gain
your internal
to gain an awareness. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. And so when the sword goes down, it passes all your vital bodily organs.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm about to show you this. Actually, I'm gonna.
You up for that? You up for a bit of sword swallowing? Yes. Good.
Well, I should just say at this point, at the moment, there is only 42 known sword swallowers that are alive and performing today.
Alive? Yeah. Alive, I suppose, being the,
Yeah.
That's the interesting part of that line, isn't it?
And it's interesting, with a world population of 6.5 billion people, that makes sword swallowing a stunt that's 1 in 155 million.
Right, yeah.
So
well, it's certainly an industry a lot of the kids could get into then, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of vacancies. Could be another vacancy very shortly.
Right now, I'm going to attempt to slide this double-edged sword down my throat. Unlike a katana blade which just has one blade on it, this is a double-edged sword.
Yep.
And they're both actually really sharp.
Okay.
And I might need your help to demonstrate this.
Sure. Cut it off. I've never needed this. No, okay. We're gonna... Here we go. That's feels strangely familiar.
Here we go. Both edges extremely sharp.
Oi, oi, oi. Okay, stop now. That's good. You proved it. Yeah.
Well done.
Whitlock down.
Nice one.
Do you clap for someone cutting a Lebanese cucumber up? Yeah. So now we get on to... You're not going to leave the little bits of cucumber there as a tasty treat?
I'll save them for later. Okay. I'm going to wipe down the blade with some olive oil. I'm going to make it nice and slippery, and I'll slide it down my throat. I'm going to do this... I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to slide it down a little bit of the way down my throat. I'm going to let go.
Sorry, I'm going to look at this woman here. Come on, sweetheart. It's not the Towering Inferno. Sorry. Do start again.
My mum always likes to come to the show. No, this is not really. All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to slide it down my throat. I'm going to let go, and it's using only the muscles of my internal organs. It's going to slide down my throat. At this point, as soon as the sword's all the way down, I'm going to take a bow. Exactly. Which is one of the most dangerous things to do with a sword down your throat. So I'm going to get you to help me out. Once it's all the way down, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to turn around to you, and you're going to pull the sword out of my throat.
Yeah, that's good.
Stay right there.
I'll stay right here.
Yeah.
What a life. That's all I got to say. What a life this is.
None of
that
this,
jabby. Yeah.
Just nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
I've
told you about my Parkinson's, though. I got the shakes happening. Okay, I'm
just
right.
relax.
I'll center myself.
I'll guide you through it. There we go.
Centered. It's not about me. gentlemen.
Hold still.
Are you sure?
Say
And now, ladies and gentlemen, can you make them welcome King Yon, Prince Gatesy, and Duke Scott, the wonderful tripod.
That's it. Make way, make way, make way. Come on. That's it. Get him in there. How you doing, buddy?
Folks.
See you there.
Good on you lot for coming down the front too, standing up, putting in. Well done. Woo! Yeah, don't you wave on the seats. We don't care as much about you. We're talking to them. Any tall? You're a bit of a tall bloke too, aren't you? Right in the front there. No, don't look at the woman in front of you.
No, feel free.
Yeah.
You're massive. Yeah. Good for you. This song's dedicated to you, my friend.
You stand where you want to stand.
Yeah.
He's just a tall man with small aspirations. All he wants to do is see the band. Don't give him grief. It's my firm belief he can stand where he wants to stand. Got here when the doors open. Found a good spot way before you. He doesn't hate you. He's just a freak of nature. He's God's joke. What else can it do? The cruel tentacles of genetic heritage have wrapped themselves around his life. We shouldn't despise him, we should just study him. Perhaps there's a gene we can remove, so future generations can see the band. So don't disrespect the bean poles. The bean poles are just like you and me. They mean no harm to others. They're just music lovers. God made them badly. God made them badly.
Tripod! Classy, the fondue set! The fondue set! Time for that part of the sideshow. where we ask a rising star of stand-up 20 questions. We've been doing this for 3 weeks now, and we've only got through 3 questions. So now we've got 17 questions for the very dangerous and the very delectable Claire Hooper. Please make her welcome. What a lovely frock.
Oh, thanks.
Ah.
Yeah, lovely.
And a bit of leggings.
Yes, yes, not as sophisticated as usual, but I wasn't as close to tripping down the stairs as usual, so it's a happy turn up.
Yeah. A lot of falling over in the show
Yes,
tonight.
wasn't that just Melbourne Cup all over again? That's the story of my life. I fall over a lot. Not always big ones like that, often just those...
The little trippy ones.
Yeah, and I think I told you before, I always do it around boys I find attractive.
In a monkey costume sometimes.
Occasionally in a monkey costume.
Right.
Sometimes just on the side. You know, not those... It's not always those big ones. Sometimes it's those little trips that you recover from and you both have to decide whether to acknowledge that it just happened. But even if he was looking away, you know, he noticed because you made that little noise in your voice, that one that just goes, you... Oh, so embarrassing. But I told you that story about falling over in the costume I ever wore.
The big ugly monkey costume.
Which was a skin-coloured lycra painted to look like monkey hairs. Oh, it's not the only time I've fallen over on stage.
I'm not surprised.
I got given a gig in front of a 1,300 head audience, right? So really big. And I took the free tickets they offered me. I refused to give them to any family or friends. I went into work to this boy I found moderately attractive, and I went, "Nobody seems to want these. Don't bring a girl." And he came along. My parents came as well, but they had to pay and sat further up the back. I did fine in the gig, but at the end I was so proud of myself for performing to so many people that I kind of had a little bit of a skip on. And with about 4 metres to go, in surprisingly flat shoes, I skidded onto my arse. I travelled about 3 of those 4 metres on my arse. Unfortunately, it left 1 metre to kind of stand up. It was awful. Oh, and you know, this woman came up to me in the foyer while I was standing there waiting for the boy, kind of like this. And she went, I didn't know her, she went, "Oh, it looked like it could have been part of the act."
But that wasn't in the monkey suit.
No.
No.
Oh, and incidentally, I did end up kissing that boy later in the evening. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, props to me.
And your hair tonight, very, very attractive.
Oh, thank you.
I like that.
I've been feeling about 10 years old since last week.
All right.
Because I don't know how many people know, but last week I was a bit swept up in my romance when I was 10 years old. I had a crush on Paul Gray from Walwandi. And I've been practising a lot of 80s dancing in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
What was the song that he used to sing?
Sugar Free.
Sugar Free. Does anyone
who said
remember it?
Stimulation? Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
that was the other hit.
people liked that. I personally liked Sugar Free, and that's the song I chose to dance to at my school assembly in front of the whole school. Yeah.
We've got a bit of a special moment.
What moment?
Oh,
Yes.
well, because we tried very hard to get Paul Gray from Wawani on the show for you, so that you could do your little dance. Right?
That's only because you want to see me fall over.
But we couldn't get him. He's very busy at the moment. He's doing there's a new Countdown 2 show, and he's the musical director of that.
I
very,
backed
very
a
popular.
winner then.
Yeah, back to winner. He's doing
yeah.
very well. So we couldn't get him on because he's busy. But what we do have is something very special. Do you want to see it?
Yes, please.
This is original Countdown footage, I think, of Wawani back in the heyday, the glory days. You may not have seen this since you were 10.
No. Oh, see, that mullet is very fluffy. It's just like I remember it. I don't know if you realise, but that's his brother, Mark Gray.
I didn't. And who's this stunner?
I don't know. I don't remember bass players' names.
But you had an extraordinary crush on this man.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
He looks good.
I bought, You know when Barbie dolls released Barbie and the Rockers and there was Rocker Ken, he had that hair? And so I bought him and I called him Paul Gray. But he was too small. Yeah.
So,
Was he?
7:30 on a Saturday night.
Cut that out, my mother's watching.
So that was going to be our big moment here to get you to dance and Paul Gray and the whole thing, and we couldn't do it.
No, I'm really fine with that. I'm so fine.
So we do have another bit of a special moment, I believe. Has anyone got that little parcel that came through? On Thursday morning, something very special. Who remembers the
This is
chat about
Thursday.
the monkey outfit? We asked if it was somewhere in Australia, and guess what?
Oh!
Claire Hooper, this is your life. There it is.
Does it still smell of shame and embarrassment? Oh, yes.
Pull it out, pull it out. You've got to see it. Come on.
Wow! Look at that! Hairy belly! It's so awful.
That is phenomenally ugly.
It really does smell still of sadness, of sorrow. Oh, put it on, put it on.
No,
I
really?
dare you. Look, I had to. 3 weeks of this.
Which way does it go? That way.
That what? You can put it on
really-
back to front.
No,
That's right.
I don't think
that's
I
right.
should. Do you think I should? This is going to be interesting for the kids who don't want to succumb to peer group pressure, but here we go. Is that right? Yeah. The height of my career. Thank you, Ted Ross.